And welcome to ANB Bronze 8 Part 7. Yesterday we finished experience farming and hit champion level 1840. I've still got well over 6 hours on the clock, but I'm done with experience farming now. We put on the push gear ready to go farm for some books of learning to upgrade some skills. During the day, endurance and power infusion finished getting to 10. That was with the help of using up a load of books that we had sat here, about 50 odd hours worth. So I am upgrading at the moment Frost Nova and Fleet Footed to 8. The only reason for doing Fleet Footed at the moment is that Frost Nova, once that's at level 8, I can take Immolate and Frost Nova from 8 to 9 and then hopefully 9 to 10. So I'm looking at, I should imagine, 5, 12, 17, 30, 40 odd runs of Troll 120, which I'm not going to enjoy because of controls and being in a cave, but I think that's where 3-hour books will be guaranteed, and it's going to help feed into some other analysis that I'm doing in the background anyway. So I'm going to be recording every 10 trolls what drops out, so that I can keep an eye on where the best farming spots are going to be in the future. So at the moment we are unlocked as far as 109, so we might as well give that one a go and see how it goes. It's going to be a bit of a rough start, I think, because it's a slightly different play style now. We're on Frost Beam and I've only got one vortex, so we'll see how this goes. I think it's going to take a few runs today before I'm properly warmed up into doing anything approaching efficient. What I might try and do is round up the whole map. Actually, no, I want to get rid of them, just in case one of those was an instant killer mob. I'm definitely having mouse control issues. So we've got loads of toughness, so it's just, I can ignore all those skeleton archers. This amount of life on hit as well, I think I can ignore Garm's mechanics. Yeah. Okay, that's not bad. 121 at Troll 109. That got us a 1-hour book. And I got another champion level out of it. Woo! Those will be salvaged. In fact, let's see, if I've unlocked 120, I'm going to salvage those because that's where I want to be running now. It's looking, oh, 121, that's where I'm going to be running, 120. So I'm going to quickly salvage these and then we shall do some, we'll do a 120 run. I want to do at least 10 runs of 120 so I can start recording. When I am doing my salvage analysis, I do 10 runs of a troll, salvage all, record everything that comes out of the salvage as well as the drop types, the rarity and the level, so I'm going to get a load of useful information from it anyway. So let's go do 120. I'm just going to restart the video. This is going to be a cave, and I hate caves, but we have to live with this. Get some very erratic movement. 1 hour and a 10-minute book drop. We're going to be all the way down here then, the rest of the mobs. Vortex them in. And that is called an uncontrollable character. Please fix the mouse controls, because it's hopeless. Oh, well, it's going to be less than 2 minutes, so that's fine. So if that's 30 runs in an hour, then it's 30 runs in an hour. We've just got our second celestial transform, because 110 was cleared. That must be a milestone. Oh, for 120. So that's good. So, yep, 3 legendaries, that's what I think should happen. Those were dropped from the first group of mobs, and there's our 3-hour book, which I think is the guaranteed drop from the boss at 120. So I think that's where I'm going to be farming now. Certainly for 20 or 30 runs, probably 40. We'll see how many books we get and whether the skills are all upgraded. I am going to stick that on the Frostfire sash, since we're not going to be crafting anything else. So that's the highest level item that's sat here. We'll convert that, so we've got a bit more toughness. Our vitality is plenty good. That's good enough for pushing. That will get us to 140, that sort of toughness, easily. I've run Garm at 159 with that toughness, so we've got more than enough. So things are looking good, so we'll meet up here again later and see how things are going. And a quick update, I've run TL120 10 times now. The fastest run has been 87 seconds, so that's nice. I was hoping to be under 2 minutes per run, so definitely doing that. From the 10 runs we've had for regular legendaries, I think it's 7 level 70s, 4 71s, 172. And on set legendary items, we've got 11 level 70s, 3 71s, 3 72s, and a 74 that was almost better than the crafted one that I've got here. It's got more damage up here. The only difference is that these 3 stats are exactly the same as what I've got. I've got power on my book. This one's got life on hit, so it's sort of better on toughness, but not quite on If that had been power, I could have swapped my crafted book for this, but that's by the by. So that was quite a surprising drop, an actual almost useful thing. Books as well. When we started, I had 28 10-minute books. I've gained 1 hour, basically 6 10-minute books, 3 1-hour books, and 11 3-hour books. So 3 1 hours and 11 3-hour books. So 120 is guaranteed 3-hour book of learning, which is pretty annoying. If it could be run efficiently in EXP gear, it would be a brilliant place to run. Which is another thing. I have now gone up 3 champion levels whilst doing that as well. So it's not a complete disaster having to run a cave and run 120. If you're able to do it, it's going to be a good way of, once you've hit a sort of champion level that you're happy with, it's a good way to then go and get the books to upgrade your skills. So I'm going to use some of those books now to get Frostnova and Fleet-footed up to level 8, and then I'm going to start upgrading Immolate and Frostnova to 9. So I am very confident that I'll get both of those up to 10 today, and then I'll have a think about what I'm going to upgrade on the others. It's pure synergy thereafter in upgrading things. It'll be a case of doing one of these with a 5 and a 4. I think. No, 2 4s. I've got to have a think about that. I've managed to get things out of sync. I did have 4 skills that are on 4. I'm waffling. You don't need to hear that anyway. So that's just an update after 10 runs. Still got 6 hours and 3 minutes. So, yeah, things are going to look good, ready for push, which I shall do tomorrow. Catch you again soon. Welcome back. So I've just run Troll 120, 120, a total of 40 times. It is guaranteed 3-hour books of learning, and it is guaranteed 3 legendary items. So that's what I thought would happen at 120. The biggest surprise for me, running push gear with absolutely no experience booster, I've still gained another 10 champion levels over those 40 runs, which was quite a surprise. So on the skills front, because I got 40, or more than 40 3-hour books of learning, because others dropped from elites, Immolate and Frostnova are both up to level 10. All the other skills I've brought up to level 6. In my mind, I'm thinking I might do 1 more hour of Troll 120 just to get to synergy level 150. It doesn't show on here what you get at 150, but 150 I'll get a 7% attack speed. So part of me thinks, shall I do another hour? I've got over 5 hours left on the clock. If this was silver ANB, now would be the time to think about push. So what I'm going to do is run Troll 130, probably call it a night there. So that'll just show that using the approach that I've used in this ANB, you can get to your Troll 130, still have a few hours left on the clock, and it hasn't cost. Overall net gems, we're almost 900 above where we started. No, not 900. 25,645 was where we started. We're still a long way above, so 600 gems above where we started, so that's nice. So let's go and run Troll 130. It's nice seeing a full size immolate. He's a deceitful. Oh. I want him down because he's a deceitful mob and he's going to do that. And I couldn't aim it on him. Okay, sound has gone crazy. So this isn't going to be the fastest run thanks to the deceitful mob that I couldn't target with the frost beam. Still shouldn't be too bad by the end, I hope. At least running 120 has given me a good bit of practice with this, so I shouldn't be too terrible trying to push, he says. That was embarrassingly bad. Just don't want them to buff Kara. I interrupted the attempted defensive buff with the vortex. Just under 3 minutes. Okay, we can live with that. But that gives us the final glory reward, so I'm happy. We've achieved everything there. These I might as well just salvage because I probably will go back to 120 because I'm keeping track of the drops on that one as part of my overall analysis, so that's added a bit of fun to it. 120 is, they've managed to make it feel really rewarding thanks to the absolute nerf elsewhere on drops. You can see I've now got absolutely no problem on materials, but we're at the stage where I don't care about materials in ANB. But what it does tell me is that on my main account, if I want to go farm materials, then 120 is the place to go. But I'm definitely waiting until they fix those deceitful mobs that just one hit kill you, because it can get very annoying. But at least I've been in a stage where it's not a bother, because I knew I had so much time on the clock. So it wasn't annoying or frustrating knowing that those were going to kill a run. With no boosters running, wasn't at all bothered what was happening. So I think that will wrap up today's video. I think it's about 10 PM here, so it's actually going to be a 10:28, so a sensible finish time. I'll stitch together this video, probably get it up on YouTube either tonight or first thing in the morning. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask below, and as always, thank you for watching.